Hello, greetings. This is Queen F of Ari'ze Women Network. How are you guys doing today? I'm not going to be before you long. I just had to chime in on the trending news on YouTube. Of course, we all know that Youtuber Kevin Samuels died recently, and yeah, I'm told that Twitter was on fire. There are a lot of controversy about his passing, about his podcast that he had on YouTube, and some things that he has said to black women that were not jiving. And I can say that I looked at one of his YouTube videos and I could only do like 5 minutes of it and I had to turn it off. It wasn't a good feeling. It wasn't a very example of positive vibes that I felt. He was speaking to a young woman about relationships, and he went on to talk about her, question her dress size and things of that nature, and it threw me off because of the insensitivity that I felt he had toward this woman. But what I'm going to do, I'm sure everybody has their own feelings, how they feel about Kevin Samuels. So, hey, you're welcome to your own opinion. Comment in the comment section how you feel about his recent passing and the controversy and the different comments that you've read about him on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I don't have mixed feelings. I pretty much know what I felt was real was that it wasn't a good feeling I had from this brother. So this is going to be a video about things that you probably didn't know about Kevin Samuels, his past. A lot of times people don't talk about their past. They're either ashamed of their past or they don't want to bring it up. They don't want people comparing their past to who they are now. Different reasons why people don't discuss their past. But your past can actually inspire people. It can motivate people. It can actually bless people. But then you have people that are like toxic. You have people that are meant to tear you down and destroy you. And I think this is the problem that this brother had. He didn't realize. That there are stories that people said he helped them, he saved their marriages. That's great, that's wonderful. But I'm gonna go into things about Kevin Samuels that you probably didn't know. These are important things because a lot of times you need to know where people come from or their past or what they've experienced to understand their present future. So here we go. And this is coming from, I looked at an episode of Vlad TV. Vlad, he seems to be able to capture people whether it's good or bad. He films it and puts it and airs it. I don't know if the people sign a disclosure that it's okay for him to, air it, but some things you probably don't want to air if you don't want people to know. But anyway, these are some things about Kevin Samuels that you probably didn't know. Kevin Samuels was an only child by a single mother. The single mother dropped out of college to have him. Now let's stop right there. Are you telling me that this brother that put down black women, fat shamed them, told them they were leftovers after the age of 35 if they weren't married, judged their weight and height and all of that and their looks and their income? He was an only child of a single black mother who dropped out of college to have him. Now these are his own words on Vlad TV. You can, I'll drop the link in the comment section. He has supposedly 10 step siblings by his father. He didn't have a relationship with his father, and his father wasn't in a home. So this is a single mother, black mother, who raised this black man who brings down black women, calling them leftovers, and judging their weight and their facial whatever, that they were average. Okay, this is the other kicker. Kevin Samuels had cancer at age 21. Yes, this black man that said some things that were not quite nice, and that put down black women and called them leftovers, had cancer at age 21. And I'm not judging him, because we all have went through our sicknesses, illnesses, whatever. But at some point, when you recover, because evidently he recovered. He had a YouTube channel that blew up and went viral, over 2 million subscribers, close to. He had cancer at age 21, which is Hodgkin's lymphoma. and he evidently got healed from it. When he was on Vlad, he didn't go into detail about what he did, how he overcame his cancer, how he was healed. He didn't thank God. He didn't thank anybody that prayed for him. And I'm sure somebody had to pray for him, because you don't come out of a situation like that and just scot-free, clean and healed from cancer without some type of intervention, some type of spiritual intervention. He said that wow, he didn't say anything actually about if his mother helped him, if a woman helped him. Well, if he was 21, I think he probably was still, either maybe he was at home still, or maybe he had his own apartment and working. He was an engineer. I think he worked briefly on Wall Street or something like that. Don't quote me. But yeah, he pretty much had got sick, and was very sick and couldn't keep anything on his stomach. Went to the doctor. He said it was 21. He got diagnosed with cancer, but he didn't, like I said, he didn't go into detail on how he got healed. It was just like when Vlad was interviewing him, it was like a stone cold look on his face, like like he was talking about the weather, which to me was pretty unusual. So I'm thinking maybe there was some type of insensitivity. I don't know what happened in his life, but anyway, he one of the things that he got a backlash from black women is he told a mother that she should not believe her child regarding something the child said about the mother's boyfriend. Either was looking at her, some type of way. He told the mother not to believe the child. That's one of the reasons why the black women were pretty much kind of like celebrating the fact that he's gone. And it's sad, it's not, some people say it's not right, but not only do you not supposed to disrespect the dead, you're not supposed to disrespect the living, you're not supposed to disrespect people. That's somebody's child. The women that he fat shamed, the black women who he fat shamed, he doesn't, I don't realize that when you're on YouTube and when you're expressing your opinion, when you're, giving advice, he was supposed to be a life coach. There's got to be some sensitivity toward the people you're talking to. That's somebody's child. That child has an ancestor, a grandmother, a mother, whatever, a spiritual being that is not here presently on earth, but is still in the spiritual realm. You have to be careful who you put your mouth on. It's very important, and people won't, sometimes they won't remember what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel. How many black women that he talked to and fat shamed and put down and said they were leftovers, how many of them women do we know that were depressed after the video with him, or watching the video, or were depressed and felt suicidal? A lot of times people tie in being with a mate with, or living or dying alone. A lot of people don't want to die alone, and that could be very heartbreaking. Some people actually take their lives. We don't know what happened with Miss USA, who committed suicide. We don't know exactly what happened with her. Excuse me. Yeah. Let me go back. Okay, we don't exactly know what happened in her love life. If she had a mate, if that mate broke up with her, if she felt love, if she felt beautiful. Because on the outside, people judge, but people don't realize on the inside, people are feeling a whole different type of way. You know, you could be the most beautiful person, but yet feel unloved. So yeah, he told that woman not to believe her child. He is fat shamed black woman, yet he died in the arms of a non-black obese woman. Um, which reportedly, allegedly, was a one night stand. A woman he had just met the night before, which is so ironic. If you're giving people life coach uh, suggestions about their life, you pretty much should know what you're talking about, and you pretty much should be also walking the walk, not just talking the talk. He had two marriages that ended in divorce. Um, so we can't judge on that because people could still give you good advice even if they're divorced or not married. You don't have to use drugs for a person that used drugs to tell you not to use drugs. You could take their advice if they were found on the street, homeless and lost everything in their family. You can pretty much listen and take their advice and not go that route without going that route. So back to his illness, the doctors found when he was 21 a mass the size of his foot. He had 8 months of chemo. He said that his family usually don't know how to deal with something. Families usually don't know how to deal with something like that. I mean, that's unusual because personally, my family, we all know the power of prayer. The black family does. I don't know what family he's talking about. And you can't tell me somebody, especially his mother, didn't pray for him and didn't console him, didn't maybe embrace him, even maybe had him come back and live with them. I like to hear from the mother's point of view of what happened in that instance of Mr. Samuel's life, when he was diagnosed with cancer and was going through chemo. But he didn't mention any of that on Vlad TV, which is, I won't say ironic. A lot of times we could see what type of person is by interviews that they do. He was like stone cold. It was no emotion in his face. I don't know what was with that, but like I say, as women and men, we have the power of prayer warriors. We are prayer warriors. I'm sure somebody prayed him to do that. Okay, so but he didn't say that happened. Like I say, he was married twice. He has one child. His first marriage was to his high school sweetheart. Marriage lasted a year. His ex-wife, the second wife, he was married to, he said, for 3 to 4 years. The first wife, like I said, was right after high school, so when you're that young, I'm sure you don't, make the best decision in choosing a mate. You're just learning to love yourself, or know yourself. The second wife, he said 3 or 4 years after the first wife, so maybe he was just getting into learning who he was, but that didn't work out. Okay, he started YouTube in 2015. In the next year, he blew up. How did he blow up? Which, I mean, he went viral. He went viral from this clip, which is the leftover clip. It says, it's in parentheses titled "Look Average Viral Video." So you can look at that on YouTube. It's called the "Look Average Viral Video" with him and a black woman talking. This made Kevin Samuels a star. They say his YouTube had not blown up into the millions until he did this video with this black woman that he was pretty much fat shaming and degrading and said she looked average. And I'm going to run that video now. And make sure you comment and give me your opinion. Okay. Okay, now.
All the woman would have to do is like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, Roger, here's your wife. Hey,
We're going to start from the beginning. Here we go.
I'm supposed to settle for a regular type dude.
How tall are you?
I am 5'3".
Dress size?
I am a medium.
Dress size? Number?
A 10.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
157.
Fresh face out of the shower, just your natural face. On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rank your looks?
Natural face.
Okay, fresh face out of the shower, your natural face. You can't use 7. What would you rank yourself? 1 to 10.
A 6.
Okay. A 6 is right above average. A 5 is average, right? You're 5'3", 100, dress size 10, so that's above average weight. 5'3", you should roughly dress size 4. 4'6", 125 pounds. Even if I believe you're 157, 160, you're almost 33 pounds, 33% over your ideal target weight. And you have listen. If you're average to cute looking, if you're below average health from a weight standpoint, and you have 2 children, overall, does that make you below average, average, or above average? Factor all those things in together.
Average.
So why should you get anything over? Then why should you get above average? What do you need to settle for? You should get what you are.
I see millionaires with average women all the time.
They don't have big chest tattoos either. 2 other kids. Man, I'm just saying. Okay, I want to. No. I mean, let's be honest. Why should an average woman say she's settling for an average man? Maybe
ain't nothing wrong with it. Wait.
No. You said so. I should just settle. No, you said that. Listen. You said so. I should just settle for an average guy, and I'm like, you're an average woman. Why should you not?
I would be settling. I mean, he could. I mean,
why would you be settling, and he wouldn't? So what would he be doing? Would he be upgrading?
He don't got no money. So if he don't have no money,
you ain't fine enough for no money.
I'm not fine enough for money.
No. You're 6.
Women
You're 5. You said you're 6, man. You said you're 6. You don't get money. You get second shift at the plant.
Oh my God.
Did you go to college?
No, I didn't.
Okay, man.
I have my own business.
Congratulations. Don't care. Man, you got 2 children. And you said you are 6. I give you 5, 6. Your numbers together would be average. So why? So an average man would be upgrading to get you.
Look, I didn't say that.
I'm asking, man, because I'm the man. We're just having a conversation. You said you'd be settling, so by extension,
I can't.
So I guess we'll be settled.
I can't. And does she have the Stockholm syndrome? Why are we looking for this man to tell us that we're a 10 or we're average or we're above average? It's really sad. Those are horrible things he said to her. Some say it may be the truth, but who are you to judge? Who is he to judge her looks or her ability? It's just not right. What's your opinion? Like, subscribe, and comment below. Now, the other ironic thing is that Mr. Samuel was, talking about how, men who make over, like $10,000 a month, they were high end. And if you made under that, you were in a low end or whatever, low value, as he say. Yet he died in an apartment, not a house, an apartment with a non-black obese woman. So ironic. So, sometimes people they hate themselves. That's what I think it is. They look in the mirror, they don't like themselves, and then they don't like you if you remind them of them, or remind them of their mother, or remind them of an ex, or remind them that they're black. Unfortunately, it's a lot of people that just really don't want to be black. They want to be something other than what they really are. They don't want the struggle. You know, they don't want the culture. They don't even like their own brothers and sisters, or their own, neighbors that look like them. Um, it's just so unfortunate. It just kind of lets you know that people need to stop running behind celebrities or people they think that have arrived and made it, and because they have these, material things, thinking they have all the answers. They're people like us, they hurt like us, they have insecurities like regular people, and who are not rich. I won't say average. There are no such thing as average people. We are all unique. God has made us all unique in our own way. No one should think they're better than the other because you make 100,000 a year and I make 30,000 or 20,000 a year. Does not make you better than me. It's just the dollar amount. And now we see they're able to just type in a digit and send it to the person on a card. It's not even paper money anymore. It's really digital money. So you're tying yourself into a digit saying that you're better than someone. That makes no sense because those digits can be erased, or you can be erased off of this earth. It's sad and unfortunate that we lost a brother that could have used his platform to inspire, educate, and motivate people, and let them know how to get over, cancer or illness, and encourage people. He could have used his platform for that, but he used it to put down and fat shame black women. This was not the time. This was your coldest winter, Kevin Samuels. God rest your soul. Because you probably didn't know that there are a group of people, there are people who are chosen by God, chosen to be one of the people who inspire other people. And you could have put your mouth on that person, and that could have been the reason for your demise. The matriarchal society is arising. I was talking to my brother-in-law. He was saying he's from Jamaica. He's saying in their culture they put their mothers and grandmothers on high pedestals. They respect them. And in this culture in America that we live, we have grown up to, we fear our mother, sure enough, we love our mother, but the respect has to be there. Just like you respect your father, you have to respect your mother. If you respect your mother, you respect your sister, you respect other people's sisters and mothers and grandmothers. You cannot put your mouth on people whose ancestors are protecting them. They're in another dimension, but they're alive. Their spirit is arising and they will shut you down. The matriarchal society is arising in America. The prayer warriors are arising. We are healing ourselves. We are healing others. We are getting ready for this next wave of whatever's going to happen, the next dimension. I won't say the food shortages and all that, because like somebody said, we grew up poor. If we had to eat shit, we'll do that. Chitterlings. We eat pigs. We eat swine. Some of us, we eat chicken. There's a swine flu and we're still eating chicken. What's meant for you is meant for you. If something's gonna kill you, it's gonna kill you. There's nothing you can do about other than you pray over your food and you keep going. But you know what? When it's your time, it's your time. But I'm glad that people are waking up, going into their spiritual selves, calling things as though they are, healing thyself, thanking people for praying, prayer warriors, going on Facebook, letting people know when your loved ones need prayer. I have a couple of friends that lost their sons during the COVID, 2019 and 2020. that came on my Mother's Day post and wished me a happy Mother's Day. Their sons didn't survive COVID. My son survived COVID. My son is here. God brought my son back from a traumatic experience earlier this year, which is one reason why I stopped doing podcasts. I had to focus on my family, on myself, on my son. We had to pray and get the prayer warriors and get him back to health. And God blessed me to bring my son back almost to my doorsteps. Whereas movie star Regina King lost her son that same month that my son was in a traumatic experience. She will not see her son again. There are many others who can tell you lost loved ones during this pandemic. They'll never see again. So please be aware that they are prayer warriors. We have a lot to be grateful as people, and stop looking for people to make you feel better and to give you answers and life coaches and this and that. Sure enough, people can write books and give you life coach experiences and tell you how to live, but you got to go within yourself, and love you. And call the ancestors and let them know, hey, I need your help. Call on God. Call on the prayer warriors when you're in need. Even when you're not in need, just to pray for other people. It's not just about you all the time. Sometimes it's about others. So, I want you to share this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out our library. On Ari'ze Women at Work, there are hundreds of videos rather, and thousands of hours of viewing that you can do to inspire, to motivate you, to encourage you. We got health and wellness, we got conscious videos, we have the Ari'ze Women magazine, different videos, under the magazine, Monte, and we've got Food Network, wow, Queen F Vlogs, Chicago Success Stories. There are many positive videos you can look into and inspire you. Stop latching on to celebrity news and who died and who slapped who. And a lot of this stuff is made up for viewership to get ready for their next movie or their next gig or their next cologne or clothing wear that they're going to promote. A lot of stuff is made up. Even some of these so-called wars that they're sending money over to. Made up old videos from 5-10 years ago. Okay, that they're using to play on your sympathy to agree or to assume that it's okay to send money to other countries. And we had people homeless in LA, New York, Chicago, different cities, a whole world out here, and we have people homeless sleeping on the street. Mother Nature is not happy. The Queen Matriach is arising. Look through your Bible, and sure, there's some things, like they say, some people think they added and they took away from the Bible. They got to deal with God on that. But the Bible is the blueprint. Okay, and in toward Revelations, it say the woman, the end of the world is going to be like a woman having contractions and delivering a baby. See, they want to give the woman the notability in the Bible that they're talking about Mother Earth. Her contractions are going to get so hard and so fast, like a woman giving birth. And she is literally giving birth to the new world. So, hey, if you want to call your Savior Jesus, Isis, Osiris, Muhammad, whatever you want to call them, just pray and keep the positivity flowing. Stop digging into and letting the celebrity news throw you off balance and program you and distort what's really going on behind the scenes. There was a report that came out about the jabbies that go in your arm, that was it 98% or 96% effective? It is 12% effective. After a month, it went down to 1 or 2% effective. They don't want you to see that news, though. They don't want you to look at that. Okay, so y'all keep on sharing, keep liking, stay positive. I don't like to celebrate the dead, but you've got to be careful of who you put your mouth on. Um, Keep your mouth off the black woman if it ain't nothing positive. You don't want to do that. You really don't, because we're starting to come into our own and realizing that we can call those things as though they are. And we're the ones that pray for you. Our mothers, the grandmothers, the fathers too. But you know what? There's nothing like a woman that can pray, I tell you. So, yeah, just like the video, and I'm glad I can come before you. I thank God for another day, and you enjoy the sunshine, and keep liking, subscribing, and stay blessed. Thank you, and be blessed. As far as, if he signed a lease, I don't know if he didn't add them, because usually when you sign a lease, they'll have you to put down an emergency contact, and that's just so ironic. It's really sad. It's pretty much probably why his mom said that she had found out about his demise on social media. It is so unfortunate. Sorry that his mother had to find out that way, and condolences to her and his family, his daughter. In no way am I trying to disrespect this man. I just want people to be aware when you're doing YouTube or social media, you have to realize that everything you say in the universe, whether it's through a video, if you speak it out into the universe, it's going to come back to you. So you gotta, try to speak well to people, and, try not to tear down people, especially as bi people. We really need to stop doing that. Social media is becoming toxic, so people are really don't even want to be on social media. Facebook, YouTube, all of it is pretty much, it's so much negativity. So, try to use your platform. Sure, I know you have to get your views up and all of that, and you want to get your money on. Some people pulling in $10,000 a month or $5,000 a month. Some people even say they've made six figures from being on YouTube, monetizing. Get your money on, but you still got to not, how can I say this? We can use Wendy Williams as an example. All the years that she talked about people, and from Whitney Houston to whoever, her platform was based on gossip, bringing people down, talking about people, and look where she's at now. She doesn't even have her own show. Her she lost her husband. As far as to another woman. Her mind is pretty much looks pretty. I don't know. She just doesn't look good. So what you put out in the universe, you receive it back. Be careful of the energy, frequency, energy. It can all be felt in the world, and through screens, and people, they feel you. You don't want to tear people down. Now it's never a good time. People need to be uplifted, which is why I created Ari'ze Women Network. Arise in conscious, arise in spirit. I woman, I rise. It's to encourage us, because through the media and different places, we've been torn down so often, especially as black women. So it's time to build ourselves up. It's time to build others up. Usually we're the head of the household. We got to build up our nieces, nephews, sons, daughters, people that are around us. But first we have to build ourselves up, So, like I say, why this young man did not have his family members as emergency contact is really ironic. It's really it's scary that a person could live like that. Tomorrow's not promised to anyone. So be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat your loved ones, and stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. And I just want to bring that tad bit of information. So thank you. Be sure to like, subscribe, and give me your opinion. All right. and hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever we do a live video. Thank you, and you be blessed.